So for my fly on the wall speech, I want to be talking about 3 events that happened both in my lifetime and before my lifetime. There's been a number of events that would have been very interesting to see and be very cool and amazing to actually be there, not only just see. For example, I would like to be a fly on the wall for 3 events, being Super Bowl 49, D-Day, and 9/11. If I could be a fly on the wall for any event, I'd probably pick, to be specific, Super Bowl 49. Being the Patriots fan I am and loving the game of football, it was an amazing sight to see, Super Bowl 49. It was hosted in Arizona on February 1st, 2015. As a Patriots fan, it was actually very, very stressful to watch. It was a very close game, touchdown for touchdown, point for point, and as a fan, you honestly really hate to see that. Being in the Super Bowl and having your favorite team go, you just want to win, and you want to win by a lot, not a little, and you really do not want to be a close game. Every time a team would score, the other team would retaliate, whether it was touchdown for touchdown, field goal for field goal, or anything like that. Any point, the other team retaliated. I remember the game like it was just yesterday. The Patriots were up by 4 points and a minute left. The Seattle Seahawks were driving down the field, unfortunately. At this point, I was actually very upset because they drove down to inside the 5-yard line. They called a timeout to regroup and get themselves ready for the next play. As a Patriots fan, to be honest, I thought the game was over. You had Russell Wilson inside the 5 with Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. It was a really scary thought. When the ball was snapped, Russell Wilson threw the ball and it went perfectly into Malcolm Butler's arms, a Patriots undrafted rookie cornerback. As soon as the ball was intercepted, the change in everyone's face was unreal. The players, both teams, coaches, owners, fans on TV in the stands, everyone, even everyone I was with. It was a dream come true. The Patriots have just won their 4th Super Bowl since 2002. And here I have 2 jerseys I actually bought right after they won. And they have the Super Bowl 49 patch. This one is LeGarrette Blount. He's a running back for the Patriots who had great efforts during the game and the whole season to get them where they were. Another one, Super Bowl 49 patch, Julian Edelman. As many of you know, Julian Edelman's a wide receiver, very good in this position. The next event I would like to be a fly on the wall would be D-Day. So, unlike the Patriots Super Bowl 49, D-Day is actually very tragic. So, it's very gory. So, growing up, I always loved war movies and documentaries, so I was very familiar with the movie Saving Private Ryan. So, the movie Saving Private Ryan it's about D-Day, and it showed the adventures throughout D-Day and the sad times and what really happened. Understanding it was a movie, of course, I always found just interesting on what it was about and the whole story behind it and what really happened. So during the time period, every country was against Germany. So Nazi Germany was the most powerful country during the time of World War II, and it was led by Hitler. And his objective was to overtake Europe, one country at a time. So D-Day started on June 6th, 1944, and ended June 30th of the same year. So D-Day is when American troops joined forces with the Britain, France, and Canada troops to attack Germany, who had just taken over Normandy Beach in France. So honestly, I would love to be a fly on the wall just to see the different events that actually really happen there, and I would find it very interesting just because growing up, as I said, it was very interesting. Finally, one more event that I would like to see is 9/11. And again, just like D-Day, it's not the best event to go see, but I did find it very interesting, only being 2 months old and having the attack happen. Growing up, I knew what had happened, but I didn't really know why or anything like that. So I was very curious growing up and wanted to know what happened, who was under the attack, why, and all that. So 9/11 is, as many of you know, September 11th, 2001. Osama bin Laden had 2 of his men hijack planes that were flying out of Logan Airport, right outside Boston, where many of us are from, that area. And they flew into the World Trade Center. And this picture here is the actual attacks at the time. And in the past few years, they actually they made this out of it, which is the 9/11 Memorial. And the memorial is actually, like, I think it's a really cool place to remember those lost and give a tribute to, like, their families and noticing all of them and all the victims. I've actually been there a few times, and it's, like, a beautiful sight to see. It's very peaceful, it's calm, it's quiet, and everyone, like, knows the respect given to them. So as I said before, during my time, there's been many events, good and bad. And that being said, I would like to be a fly on the wall for a lot of those events, but only 3 given: Super Bowl 49, D-Day, and 9/11. Thank you.